Hate to say it to ya, hate to break it to ya, but we ain't gon' make it cause this just ain't no true love. Yeah, we started out as friends, parked out in my Benz, and on my windows 10, so we start to get it in. Fast forward, now we arguing again and again and again over every little thing. I'm like, when will it end? Something told me get to rolling, pack your shit and hit the 10. So that's just what I did. Yep, I slid up out that bitch, but before I hit the road, at least I leave a little note. Like to hear it go. Bitch, don't choke on my smoke, cause I'm gone. Adios.
Welcome to a brand new episode of LEZ Factor. We thank you for joining us. So we are here with our cast members, and to my right we have Miko Round. She is a personal trainer and photographer. Next to her we have Ayesha. We are taping here in her Barbershop, 9th chapter in the Fairfax district. Next to her we have Kenia. She is a behavioral analyst. And then we have all-star cast member, all the way, yes, Savannah. She is a model, actress, voiceover actress, and producer. We have new cast member Freckles, the writer. She is a producer, songwriter, and singer. Next to her we have Brandi, West Coast lyricist. We love her to death, season 4 theme song. And then next to her we have Kaori. She is a special effects makeup artist and beauty, and she has check out her vegan blogs if you want to learn how to be vegan. So first question. So you get with a woman and she already has a baby. And you guys want to have a baby together, and she goes behind, without asking you, to the man that she had a baby with. Are you mad or nah?
Miko? Does what?
I was going to say, she goes to him for what?
She goes to him to ask for help having this next baby.
Oh hell no.
With the baby, how logistically?
Okay.
This is
there's a lot of questions that go with that. Yeah. How long we been together? Because if we ain't been together that long, then I'm pissed already. But if we've been together for a minute,
y'all have been together long enough to be talking about having a fucking baby.
Sure.
There you go. We discussed that before. Okay. But no, this is the thing. I would say we would talk about it. I need to know why and how is she planning on having this baby? Because if she think I'm about to let him come inside of her, like just the regular way, we about to have all out brawl. That's not happening. But if she said she wanted him to be a donor because she wanted the kids to share the same bloodline, if she really came at me with like a legitimate answer, I could consider it.
Wouldn't care. No.
Ayesha?
Yeah, that's a democratic response. No, it's over.
This is no one-liner.
What are we talking about? Like, She Hate Me? What's that movie where,
She Hate Me. I hated that movie.
I hated that movie.
It was terrible.
You said we hate it.
Yes, I hate you.
I hate that movie. That's
my favorite movie.
Maybe because Carrie watched the movie. I don't give a fuck. No,
Carrie Washington.
The end was
That sex scene, though. Oh my god.
I'm like, I hate that movie. I'm like, that part, but that's it.
Sorry.
Kenya, so if they go and ask him to be a part of your next baby together, how do you feel about that?
First of all, you already had said earlier that she went behind
the
back.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter how long we've been together.
Yep.
That is like a lifetime decision. You're not going to buy a car. You're not going to get paint. You're getting a baby.
Right.
If you go behind my back and you don't talk to me about something that's going to last 9 months and then forever, we have a problem. So no, that's not gonna happen.
I kind of heard your answer already, Savannah.
No.
Would you like to see it together?
We said together. It's a collective no. Especially if this is an ex or somebody that you have ties with from before, you obviously have some type of emotion. It doesn't matter if you want that person to still be, I already have a baby with them. I want it. No, you can do. People do it all the time. Too much connection. Nope.
Freckles.
Okay, so I'm selfish. I'm too old to be having babies. So I don't fit in this category nowhere. I can't answer your question, but good luck.
Legit.
Brandi?
Yeah, the whole behind the back thing, that's the issue.
All right, but if we even skip the behind the back part, would you have a problem with your partner going to somebody they've already had a kid with?
Well, that's a different situation.
Okay, different situation, and give me a different answer.
No, not necessarily, because I understand that.
I did.
I mean, look, I've had like this is not in a relationship sense, but I understand people wanting to have their children have the same father.
Yeah,
absolutely. I've told my homegirls like, why don't you might as well have another baby with him? They're like, no. But I'm like,
but that's your homegirl. I'm talking about your partner.
No, I know. So, but my point is, I understand the whole, you want to have children with the same father, but the main thing in that question is the behind the back factor. So
no, if you're doing anything behind your partner's back, I mean, that's just a problem in general, especially something that's going to be permanent and last you a lifetime, such as having a child with somebody. Like that's not something you can sneak around the person. Like they ain't gonna find out. Yeah. Eventually, like you're pregnant,
and it ain't mine. Kaori.
There's a lot of emotions around an individual decision. Like if that's something that you decide to do with your body, your kid, technically, I can't say a whole lot, but I can leave if I'm not comfortable with this.
That's
like that's great. Peace out. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you, if that's what you want. If I'm not with that, I'm not going to stop you.
Yeah, for me, go to the bank. Like, no. Go to the sperm bank, go through category, pick number 1577541.
But is that only in the case of it being, something secret behind your back? And then you find out and you're like, okay, it can't be him. Or that's just out of the question, period.
I mean, for me...
this can be turned into 2 questions.
Well, that's what y'all do all day is turn everything into 2, 3, 4, and 5 questions.
It is layered, people gotta.
Well, because then the other questions are you intimidated by the intimacy of 2 people creating a baby together and you're not included?
Oh shit! Well, that's if you say.
But that's the underlying context of why you don't like it because they're still sharing something again, whether they're having sex or not.
Yep.
See, I don't have a problem with that part.
No. But the thing is that in the question, she said,
"She put it behind your back."
Me too.
I don't have a problem with it. If they already have one kid, what's the difference in having another one?
Yeah.
You're already helping to raise the one.
It's another one.
Another one that happened while you were there. The kid they already got.
But once again, it goes back to the question and specifically stated that behind your back. That's completely different connotation to it. There's a completely different response.
Don't do it in front of me either. Like I have a problem with that.
Yeah.
No.
What part?
All of it.
No, because if it's a thing you guys discuss and you say you want to get a sperm donor, and you guys agree upon it, you're like, well, this is the father of my current child. Why can't we have siblings? That's different if you bring it to me as an option. But if you go behind my back and you go get inseminated, however you get inseminated, and now I'm forced to deal with this baby and without having a conscious or being part of it, then it's not my baby.
This is not my baby. Hey, you're not my baby.
Of course, also.
Exactly.
All right, since we're on this.
Wait, have you guys ever seen the movie Blue Valentine with Ryan Gosling?
Yeah.
So this kind of sort of along, except they're not gay, but it's kind of sort of along that line. So if you guys haven't seen,
check it out.
I haven't seen it in 50 years, so I have no idea. I don't remember.
50.
Yeah, no. So since we're on this male type of topic anyway, the question was, as a queer or lesbian woman, do you have any positive male people in your life? And do you feel that as a lesbian, you should have positive male figures in your day-to-day? We'll go over here with you, Kaori, because you were shaking your head like you didn't want to answer it.
Hey. The question is, do I have
positive male figures in your life?
In my life currently.
And do you think that's important?
It's important for everybody, I think, especially women, no matter what the age. But yes. I just thought about some. Okay. Yes.
If I was your male friend, I'd be offended. Don't get that deep to find me. Okay?
The lie expressed.
She's like, nope, not him. Not that motherfucker.
I do. I have some really incredible male friends who are amazing dads and really hard workers and married and they're dedicated. I do, and I think it's important, especially for me, because I didn't have a huge amount of that younger. So
It's good.
I mean, you should dig down deep behind it, 6 feet under, but she found them. Yes, Brandi.
Yeah, I grew up with a lot of positive male role models around me, and they're still in my life to this day. And I think it's extremely important for any child, male or female, to have that that balance. Have both kind of figures, mother figure and father figure. I think it's important. I grew up around that. Like I said, I have those figures still in my life, and it helped me along the way.
Freckles?
Absolutely. What? As long as they're not trying to talk about changing me and you ain't had this good piece of I have more male friends than girlfriends. girlfriends. Like, yeah, I learned a lot from them.
I think maybe they asked the question because there's like this connotation that, you know, like lesbians don't like men or they want to be men, or, you know, there's like all these other layers to it. I think maybe that's where the question came from.
You know what, like it's hard because if I see an attractive male, I'm like, I'm fine. Right. And if I'm with certain women, they go, you still like men? Nah, bitch. He fine. I got eyes. I can see an attractive man, so I'm not bothered by it. I love men, like not.
Hey. I'm not loving on them, but I love them. Wow, we go to the spot.
I think that it's important to have men in your life, especially women, because they teach you, especially lesbians.
They might teach you game.
They teach you, you know, the things that you should and should not be doing a lot of times. Like, oh yeah, you did that. Yeah,
Did you catch that?
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah,
You got all of
I heard the sound.
No, I mean for real, because
I was
makes
trying
sense.
to hold on to your words. I was lost.
lost.
You have to watch the face along with the words.
What I'm saying. Okay, so yeah, did nobody get it?
It was like,
yeah.
It was like,
Okay,
I got it.
Okay,
I got you. Savannah?
I think it's extremely important, especially when it's like, for male, that's kind of like what you aspire to be, is that strong male figure in
Who's
your life.
aspiring to be a male?
No, when you're a male, for males.
Oh, okay.
For males, when you're a male, you aspire to be that strong male figure. For a woman, that's who you suppose, like if you're straight, that's who you date, or that's who gives you the respect about yourself. I think it's extremely important. I didn't have that in my life, but you should. Yes,
you should. Absolutely.
Kenia?
you should.
I have had male role models that are straight and gay, and I love them all. And I think it's a positive thing. You can't. It's a human being.
Yes.
Absolutely. So it's like another person that brings something positive to your life, and you keep them around because
and
they bring something positive
and
to
that
your life,
would
and you
say
can reciprocate. Yeah.
What we say to people, don't judge me because I'm gay.
Yeah.
Like, it's the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't judge you because you're a man and you're not a woman and I like women. Like, it's the same shit. Like,
But it was kind of hard because in New York growing up and like in Washington Heights, it was like a whole bunch of dudes. Like, you go to school, like, so I have more guy friends than I do girlfriends, except in California. New York State, mostly guy friends. California, I made a whole bunch of girlfriends, which is awesome. A no experience for
It
me.
was awesome meeting you, I'll tell you that. About a
Oh my
decade
God.
ago.
It's awesome. I love it. But I never had this. So I always grew up with men. So I always felt like it was a positive influence in my life because they always had my back. You know, anything go down, like, you know, they got me. It was all respect because they knew my dad. So I was like Sergio's daughter. So they all like,
got a whole
I was
different thing going on.
the block. Everybody was like,
Sergio?
anybody that messed with me on the block, somebody will pop up. Like everybody had
Pop
my
up
back,
with?
which was awesome. But I still handle my own.
She's like, no, I'm not
I
going on
handle
record.
my own,
Right.
but I do appreciate the positive male role model in my life. And R.I.P. Theo. Anyway, my uncle just died, so yeah, R.I.P. I love you. But yeah, I do appreciate the positive male
I can
role
imagine.
model. Yeah.
I can imagine that it's hard for more femme women to have guy friends.
What are you
Not really. I was a tomboy and a femme.
Because guys are trying to always hit.
And they're trying
Holler
to
at
get
you.
you.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
twisted. Yeah, same
Absolutely.
shit.
It's more of a challenge for them to try to hit me.
Yeah,
They don't see the pants and the boots and they just see.
The dude on live just told me, they was like, yo, your girl. I was like, hey, Ayesha, they got them all.
What's the question?
Do you think as a lesbian or queer woman it's important to have positive male role models in your life, and do you have any?
Oh, yes. It's important to have role models in general, if you can grab them. My dad, my grandfather, my uncles. Yeah. Shout out to my dad, Triple OG, Long Beach. What's up? Yeah. He's going to be the... Yeah. My dad, I love my dad. So, yeah, it's important. But it is also a hurdle when you have a strong male figure and, you know, you're a strong female figure.
Absolutely.
So it has its pros and cons,
Yeah,
but it's more pro. More pro. I love my dad.
Yeah.
Miko?
I was gonna say the same thing. I love my daddy to death. I'm a daddy's girl. I think I definitely have my grandfather, my father, really strong and positive males in my life, and they've been involved in like me and my 5 sisters and the grandkids. My dad's like at everything. So I think it's important. I think it paved the way for me. Like it balanced out. It's always good to have two different sides. Like my mom is like that hardcore, don't cry, don't do this, and my dad, and she's the one to jump off the hinges. My dad is real logical and just different. So I think it's a good thing, and I think it's important for both men and women to have that, just for society to function properly, for the men to know how to treat the women, for the women to understand how a man should treat them, to be able to be in the gay relationships and see how you should come up and be as a, if you identify as a stud or tomboy, whatever, but to understand all aspects of the dynamic of how people should interact.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely have had like all positive like male role models. I feel like people would be like, "Oh, you're a lesbian, you hate guys." And I'm like, I don't. I said guys be hella more cool than all of these females that I deal with, like on a daily. I have, my friends from college, and it's funny because growing up, even I realized that I had stereotypes that I had no idea about black men. And so I went to college. I went to Hampton, which is a black college. You go there and everybody's hella respectful. Like I didn't have to open no doors. Guys are holding doors open and stuff. Everybody takes their hat off in class. Like you're just like, you holding doors open. You out here pursuing your education. Like,
education.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody was real cool. I have friends from college still to this day who push me to go further. Like, Eryn, I got my master's. Why aren't you working on yours? Like, what are you doing? You not keep up with me. So like I've always had positive reinforcement from guys, so I've never had like any type of issue with that. Like sometimes I'd be like, damn, I wish I was straight. These girls are fucking crazy. But all the dudes that I've encountered have been cool or positive, so I've never really had an issue with that. So anyway, next question, just whole nother tangent. Person said, I'm new to the dating scene because I've been in a relationship, so I've been trying out dating sites. Have you ever tried out a dating site? And if not, as a friend, or what was your experience with that? We're gonna go over here because you're rolling your eyes.
Diary.
So I don't know. You're my favorite, Kaori. Have you ever tried online dating? If so, or if not a friend, what was the experience?
I'm trying to decide how honest I want to be.
That's pretty honest. You might as well just go with it.
So I mean, I'll go back in the day to Black Planet.
Okay.
And Downlink.
Downlink?
Downlink is where I found my very first girlfriend. Second, sorry. But it was an interesting experience. Was there a part 2 to this question? It's just yes, period?
It's like, have you done it? And what was your experience with it?
My experience. I mean, it's a lot of shit out here. These girls and their angles and the lighting
and the filters.
I'm just like, yo, catfish. It could get crazy, so I definitely believe in like proper screening before you spend time.
You gotta do a little FaceTime live. I need to see what you look like without
there you
a filter.
go.
You know
That's
what I'm saying?
the one.
I need to know a little bit more about you before I start
filters.
taking time out of my schedule to go meet up with you and that whole thing. And it can be dangerous. You know what I'm saying? So I always make sure I got a little something. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Chicago.
I'm not gonna respond to that.
You don't have to. You did in the last episode. Brandi? Come on, daddy.
She holding it.
Come on, big daddy.
Come on, big daddy.
Okay, if you haven't had experience, have you had a friend's experience?
What's the question?
I'm so happy
Have you ever done online dating, and what was your experience? If not, maybe a friend.
No, nothing serious. Back in the day, maybe probably met somebody like off a downlink or something like that. But no, I've never used the internet much for dating purposes. And I don't think that's too popular among the lesbian population. Like with the guys with Grindr and Tinder and all of this stuff, And
Do we have
those hookup sites?
We have her app. Oh my God, plenty of fish.
Yes. Plenty of fish.
Black people.
You know what?
Are they really coming over
know
to
what?
this?
Okay, hold on.
I was on Plenty of Fish for like
They crazy.
about 2 days.
How'd it work?
Yeah.
How'd it go?
Obviously it didn't.
It didn't work. Okay.
Hey,
Well, at the time, I was with somebody and I made a little page. Where,
I know. Wait.
I was allowed to.
allowed
But then
to.
it's like still somebody did a little bit of like reporting back, and they was like, "Oh, you on Plenty of Fish?" Just like I just got off of there.
Fish. I don't like that title.
Crazy.
right? Lesbians shouldn't smell like fish, right? It's a problem.
But it was before. It
Sure,
wasn't just
I
a
know,
lesbian
but
one, but it
just-
wasn't
We're
just a
still not
lesbian,
with it.
it's
Freckles?
fine, too.
No, nothing never
Okay.
successful. Nothing
no.
successful.
I'm not into it. But I have friends that have met their wives.
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 Concubine.
But I'm not so into it. I'm cool.
You like to meet them in person?
Yeah, and I didn't know down league was a damn thing because I
Did you not know
I didn't know.
that?
I didn't know.
Yes.
Yeah, but I was on it.
I didn't
but I didn't know it was like.
You wasn't looking for
You was
bitches.
using it for
You wasn't
music.
looking for
It was
bitches.
just
Yeah, you were just using
use it
music.
for whatever you want.
You were in the chat rooms.
It was
and
more of a
shit.
date.
I meet
sites.
people. I meet lesbians that
I remember your
are
page.
engaged and married and stuff like that. That's for them. It's not for me.
All right, not for you. Savannah, have you ever done online dating?
I have nothing against online dating. Me personally, I am. I don't put my age out there, but I'm kind of from the older school. I prefer to go out and meet someone.
That's why you put your age out there.
You said
That's what I said. Older school. I'm from.
that's not even my regular.
I just wanted. I prefer to meet somebody, get to know them, get their personality, be in their face, in their presence, feel their energy. I so prefer that. Now, recently, somebody told me to go on a dating site. I did it. I didn't find anybody physically appealing, but that's just might have been the one that I was on.
No, they don't. They don't be. That's why they be on there.
I agree with her. I don't have anything against with anybody that goes on online dating, but I don't like online dating because it gives you too much time to come up with shit. Like, I like meeting people organically. Your micro expressions are gonna let me know what I need to know about. So I can't see micro expressions on the website. I can't. So you gotta sit there for like an hour editing this bio of what you are,
Right.
overthinking it,
Yeah.
overanalyzing, exaggerating
Yeah.
it. Whereas within 5 minutes, if I meet with you, I can already
Organic.
tell what you're about.
Yeah.
I can seem aloof, but that's a tactic in order to be able to let
Yes.
your guard down so that I can see
Right.
what's going on with you.
Absolutely.
Right? So I like
you talking to
organic.
me. I feel like you talking to me.
I'm talking to everybody. I just say it. I'm a sapiosexual. Sorry, I'm all about
I agree.
Sorry.
I agree with Kenya. And then even a step further, like meeting someone in person, even if they're not as quote unquote aesthetically fly, if they're fly in the micro moments,
Right?
it fills
If you
in those
could
other
vibe,
gaps.
dope-ass
Somebody might
personality.
walk in, but the way they walk in,
Right?
Yeah, they got
Make
that.
you feel
you know what I mean, might be a little different.
Yes.
Right.
Step
As
into that
a, you know, and
light,
sometimes
dance
the cameras
like
aren't always
this.
friendly. You know, it's always it's still a buffer, it's still a filter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that
Organic. Is
I think organic, it takes the fun out of it a little bit.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
because
I like
you
the
can
butterflies.
you can see somebody and you can sit
right?
back and think, okay,
but
I
you
know
get the
exactly what
butterflies.
you're analyzing too much. Sometimes you just need to just wish
Jump
by a
into it
person
and
and
be
come
in
back.
it.
And,
Yeah.
But it's also exciting to have a little.
and it makes you too
butterflies.
much of an elitist. Like, oh, my shit's so together. Right, left, or swipe left, or whatever. Like, you ain't shit. Like, what the fuck you talking about? You know what I mean? You sitting here, fucking sunflower seeds on your chest, swiping left and right. Like, shit. Like, fuck out of here. Got everybody a self-made emperor when you are a proletariat at best. You're you know.
You better preach that.
That's the source up in here. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, goddammit. Miko.
I don't even think I want to speak anymore. Vocabulary not on.
Oh, that's how you
Not
Girl,
on right now.
Google out like.
Reverberations right now, girl. Get it.
Not on 1,000 right now. But I have tried it. I've had crazy experiences. I had someone who went on a date. We decided to be friends, and then she kind of went crazy. She hit me up and was like, "You blocked me on Snapchat." And I was like, "No." First, she told me I changed my number or something. Like, you just text me or you just talk to me. And I was like, "Yo, I called you when I changed my number, so clearly I gave you the new number. We're just being friends." Then she said, "You blocked me on Snapchat." I said, "You know what, bitch, lose my number." I just text, lose my number, and just never hit her again. She hit me the next day, and I'm like, "Bitch, how are you texting me? I thought you lost my number." So I definitely think that it can be crazy. I've run into some crazy people. If that's for you, you can try it.
Absolutely.
But I think I do prefer the organic. I'm open, but I prefer the organic. I'm not gonna.
I do think for people who try it, I think that people that aren't extroverts that go out and into the world, like I go out into the world, it's a little harder for them to kind of meet people. So I think it's better for people like that. But I'm not that person. So
Just stay off of Craigslist, okay?
Oh my God.
Take it from me.
I think it works for people.
That's not the spot.
I don't think you have to be an introvert. I've definitely done online dating just because I learned older in life that I shouldn't have made so many friends younger in life. Because all my friends were hoes and they had fucked everybody in Los Angeles.
Mine too.
So I find it hard to date in LA.
Friends.
So I do online dating just because I'm gonna have to import somebody at this point. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest.
But if you don't travel, because I travel, so
But
I
then
can
you don't
import
dare.
people like that. Like I don't have to go online.
The person
I was talking to a bitch in Sacramento.
Why should why should I be doing that?
Because I said so. I was talking to a bitch in Sacramento. Then we stopped talking. She started talking to a friend in DC. My homegirl in DC called me in California about the chicken sacker. I was like, what the community is so small that you're saying that you don't, have to go out somewhere, but like literally so many people are connected.
Yeah.
And then on top of that,
absolutely 100%.
And then on top of that, I date women who are in different like niches of society. So like I date studs or whatnot. I don't find a lot of those in LA.
You're fluid in the gay community.
Quit calling me fluid, dog.
In the gay community, I'm not saying gay guys.
Is that
So
It's
when
the
you're
most
like a
part.
stud who dates studs, it's kind of hard to find them in LA because everybody and like I've dated some in LA.
Are
but
you a stud? Do you associate with being a stud?
people associate me with being a stud.
I ask you.
I associate me as a lesbian. That's it.
Okay.
Just,
And you just love and like whatever you love and like.
That is correct.
There it is.
So
you're fluid. Go ahead.
I am not.
It's a swap meet of sexuality, if you will.
So as far as experiences, like I've dated people in LA. Like I tried the Her app. I met a girl, and then I went to meet her in person, and she waited till I got all the way to the date to be like, I met you in person before, but I was like, I don't remember you. So sorry, boo. You know what I mean? Like I meet a lot of people. I don't remember them all.
Like barely.
I maybe remember 2%. You know what I mean?
Torres.
So it's like people. I've been tracked a few times. Like people were like, Eryn, we met before, and I'd be like, shit, my bad. No, it's probably drunk. But what?
I did it one time. I just lied. No, me and my girlfriend at the time made up a person, and we made this person like the shit. And we was just sitting back trying to see who would try to holler at us. And we just like we did that shit. So I did that, but I've never.
I wouldn't try
fun shit.
A little group.
But I've also met like really awesome people. Like on Downlink back in the day, I have friends I met on Downlink that I have to this day. I wasn't trying to date them, but I've met them.
I didn't know.
They were really cool people.
Shit.
Downlink was the shit. For black lesbians, it was the shit.
I watched over my friends.
It was before MySpace.
Yeah, I found out when it was like.
I never hooked up with anybody on MySpace. No.
Wait, because
MySpace wasn't really about dating, though, was it?
It wasn't about
Downlink
dating.
was kind of Downlink was kind of
Tatiana Ali just met her husband on what site? She's married to this guy.
I have no idea.
You guys know who Tatiana?
Yeah,
I do.
That's
Gorgeous
too bad
woman.
for
We definitely all watch Fresh Prince.
She was on the Cosby
Oh,
Show.
no,
We
we
all
all
watch
Will Smith.
That's Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
Oh, Ashley, cousin Ashley.
Yeah, she met her husband on
Say her name next time.
But anyway, I think that it works for some people. It doesn't work for others. It is what it is. All right. The question was: so you're dating two women, and you're trying to figure out which one to be monogamous with. One of them has had several sexual partners in the last few months, and one has only been with one in a year.
I feel like
Does
this
that
is a bonus question.
does that factor? Does the person's sexual partner number factor in your decision? Miko.
Wait.
Well, because
I
what
hold on.
you want for.
The question was,
Right.
she's dating two people, and she's like in her mind trying to weigh them out, and she's like, one of them's had a gang of sexual partners in the last few
So
months.
we're the person that's dating
Two people.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
One of them has a gang of sexual partners in the last few months. One of them has only had one partner in the year. Does that factor in your decision into who you want to be monogamous with? Miko?
In real life,
No, motherfucker. Yes.
in real life with me, it definitely did. I don't
Did?
think.
You said
Yeah,
did?
it did. I just definitely made a decision off of
She
that.
went to real life.
So it did. But in hindsight, I think that it shouldn't.
Why not?
Because if she did a body count, it probably would factor.
No, my body count wouldn't factor. For the most part.
Not the medium part for the most part.
For the most part. But no, I think that you can't really somebody could have had numerous amount of sexual partners, but they are fluid. They don't really put a connection to it. And just because they had sex with that person doesn't mean they had a connection with that person, and doesn't mean that they can't treat you appropriately in your relationship. That could have just been a fuck buddy. That could have been something that they flew by and didn't care about, but with you it's a connection to something deeper.
Absolutely.
And it shouldn't matter what they had before.
Absolutely.
So I fucked up.
Unless they usher.
Oh.
Ayesha, would somebody's sexual partner number influence whether you be monogamous with them or not?
Wait, what?
Or the number of sexual partners the person has had?
Oh yeah, no.
factors?
The sexual partner shouldn't have anything to do with it. It's who I have the bigger connection with.
Absolutely.
I might be inclined more to go with more sexual partners.
More fun.
It might be better for you.
Yeah,
More experience.
exactly. I'm not biased. You know.
Kenya?
All right, so I know you said earlier, the question was, you're dating two women and you're trying to decide who you're going to be monogamous for, and one has a body count and one doesn't.
One of them has a higher body count. Does that factor in your decision?
Absolutely not. It all depends on who I connect more with
Yeah.
and whose sex is better.
Yeah.
Let's be real. If the sex is on point, I will get with crazy. And if right now, I love it.
She getting hot right now.
Right, she's like, let me cross my legs on that note. Let me.
Yeah, no. It depends how good the sexual chemistry is, and then the connection comes up.
You fuck her good, she doesn't care about your number. That's what I got. Savannah?
Yes, it all depends. I agree about the connection, and if anything, sometimes the higher body count is like more fun. Like you got more experience, you know kind of what you're doing a little
I
bit.
know your
more.
body a
We can
little
just-
better.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. Yes.
Your own body. It's not necessarily
Yes.
like what I think you can do with me.
Sexual
You're more
agency.
relaxed.
Yes.
You know, like
Just more
I've been here
comfortable.
before.
You know yourself better. You know what
Yeah.
you like, what you don't
Sexual
like, what I
agency.
might like, you know, all of that.
What I might like.
What I
Freckles?
like.
Yeah, okay, so
Just start vibrating.
the body count depends on if I know the body counts. Like if
Oh,
it's
if you know the people?
Yeah, if
Okay.
I know people and
You gotta know your partner's body count.
because if I gotta be around them, then it's like
See, that's what she said. It depends if she knows them already.
like I don't really want to go into that whole little thing. But I think I agree with this side of the couch that to me, because I got some body counts. So you know.
Got a little mileage on it.
You know,
Got a little mouth.
it's just like scratching.
It's all
You know what I'm
right.
saying? So they got to deal with it. So,
I counted seven sounds I've counted, but I ain't counted one full
unless,
sentence.
like I said, the body count is allegedly somebody like Usher, then I'm gonna care about that body count.
Usher on the bus.
I'm like, what do
He
you
might fuck around and watch this shit and be like, damn.
No, I mean,
Motherfuckers just talking
I'm
about
just
it.
saying, allegedly,
Allegedly.
How I get here?
like Usher.
If it's somebody that got an STD
Yeah, like,
background,
who
you need to
wants
know
that
that
body?
part.
Nobody wants that body
on
count.
shit.
Brandi, does somebody's body count matter in deciding if you want to be monogamous or not?
Come on, baby.
That's right.
Sweatshirt, glasses, and
What did
I
she
think
say?
that if you already dating two girls, you already down with OPP to an extent for yourself. So, you know, I guess, you know, depending on.
Did they just remix that?
I guess if you really, that's just a preference. If you care about the person's body count and who the people was, and if it was males or if it was females, if it was people that you know, if it's your homies, people that you gotta be around later, or you might not care. If you don't care, then I
gonna
say,
smash.
you know, the best thing is just try to bring them together.
Have a threesome.
Yes. Fold in.
Try that first.
Relationship.
You know, try that first, and then y'all can just add up all y'all body counts together. You know, and then y'all just
It should be
come as one.
polyamorous.
Lord.
Everyone for everyone.
She's
Yeah,
what?
it shouldn't matter.
Polyamorous.
Shouldn't matter.
Shouldn't matter. Just, you know, just whoever you like the most, though, really, though, if you really want to narrow it down to one. But if not, then just try to bring them both together and see what they say.
Kaori? That part.
Right. I think as long as your sexual health checks out, everything before this moment is
Got nothing to do with me.
has nothing to do with me.
Absolutely.
You can't make me look stupid because I'll beat your ass. But other than
Remember she going to Trump.
Yeah.
She going to Trump.
I was like, don't put that hostility on me. I didn't do it.
answering the question.
No, but you didn't see all of this that
Look
you
at
did
the
up in
camera. Look at the camera and give them that
Yeah,
angle.
give them that shit to them.
Hey,
That's
this the second season she been on, right?
Right.
Her answers always go to violence.
Because she's a thug.
She always
Hey, I'm trying to think. I'm not.
It always goes back to
West
Chicago.
Coast over here.
shot down.
That's it.
I'm calm. Just like I said, sexual health is key
Your
when
ass
you're
is gonna
sharing
get
your
wet.
body with somebody else, and don't make me look stupid.
All right. For me, it used to matter until I started dating a couple people and my body count was higher than theirs. And then I was like, no, let's talk about it. Like, I didn't mean it. So it is what it is.
Why do you know the body count is a whole other thing too?
Yeah.
Have you met me? I host this show. I ask questions all day. I want to know.
No, you don't.
I know.
What is that gonna do?
With the body count.
I don't want to know because I don't
no,
want to
no,
tell.
no.
Like, it's just
I don't want to
like,
know the body count.
what
I
are
want
we
to take you to
talking
the
about?
doctor, make sure you are okay right now.
No, I don't know.
I don't need to
Because
know
of
about
your
anybody
sexual
behind
health,
you
okay, it doesn't
or
matter.
anything past you. That's
No, you
irrelevant
don't.
because
Shit,
what
you
you
really
need
did.
If anybody watching this right now that's looking at this, y'all know I want to know the goddamn body count. I want to know this. I ask. And they be like, why you want to open that can of worms? Bitch, open it. Open that motherfucker.
Well, clearly, if they're concerned about telling you about their body count, that can been open. Over and over again. I was like, if they're concerned about answering your question, it can been open.
But anybody over 1 or 2, no one's excited about that. You're not like, okay.
No, if you only had 1 or 2, I don't even want to fuck you.
Exactly.
Like, I don't have that kind of time to put
I'm
it
saying, but
to
you
it.
trying to
Teach you, like,
I'm not trying to give lectures.
Everybody had at least
Your body count ain't high enough.
Teach you.
I'm not dating no 18-year-olds. I don't want to
You ain't shit.
But like,
Two
you're
people.
judging it.
What you Mormon?
What do you want?
We did a live at LA Pride episode, and the question was, when you're dating someone, do you ask them their number, and does it matter? Now, people were like, no, I don't care about people's sexual number. Then I said, so 100's okay. And then all of a sudden, everybody changed.
Right.
So one person said, but does fingering count?
Oh, bitch.
She was like, because that requires a whole other list, and I don't think it counts. And my response was, somebody enter your vagina, that doesn't count? So anyway, does fingering count in lesbian sex? Miko?
That's a great question.
Does fingering count?
Yes, it does, bitch. You come.
Okay,
This is the last question.
listen, if it's if I go by her definition, if it makes you come,
If it makes you come,
she said if it makes you come, then it counts. But most of the time, I don't. So no. I'm more of a personal person. Like I'm more into the lip to lip. So
this lip to that lip.
yes.
Okay.
So if that happens, then I'm definitely counting it. If it did, I'm gonna go with the come. If it didn't make me come, it don't count.
Ayesha, does fingering count in lesbian
I
sex?
hate this question. So what?
That makes me happy. You know
Get
why?
away from my head. Get away.
You hate a question every episode, so that means that we're doing well.
Yes.
You hate a question all the time.
If anything were to count, it would be that you're inside of my body. Like that. What are you talking about?
It wasn't me.
Who is this? Who asked these this question? Okay, look. Anything intimate counts. Sure. Let's just go broad. Just anything where you wouldn't do it in front of your partner and you would feel fucking weird. That shit.
And then it counts.
Of course it counts.
Kenia, does fingering count in lesbian sex?
I think it counts if it come.
Only if you come.
I
If you don't come,
What if you get close?
I like that answer.
Almost doesn't count.
almost.
You didn't eat if you ain't full. Like, what are you talking about?
Listen. I just like that answer. I'm sticking with it because it works for me.
If I make it up, it don't count. Right put my hand in your vagina. I'm like, Regina doesn't count.
Bitch, I'll be the
She's
quarterback
not coming.
and the referee. If it's Eddie Miles in my pussy, no. I didn't come, you don't matter.
So here's the thing. So
I understand what you're saying because if you got fingered, right, it's not like you would run around and say, yeah, I had sex.
Yes, exactly.
You did it,
It's like
right?
such
You're,
like
not,
a
you're still a virgin.
immature- Yeah.
Right? But you're talking about in the lesbian world.
Would you
Which would be considered
would you
a
tell
sexual
somebody
act. Yes.
who just fingered you?
so
That shouldn't be all they did anyway.
so the thing is this.
Yeah, it's weird, right? Just we're not gonna kiss. We're not gonna do anything.
So
Put my hand
But
in your
sometimes it happens.
It happens sometimes.
Then you know you don't eat the pussy.
I think that
Just
Yeah, you'd be like, no.
you be like, no,
I mean, that's just.
if you're doing no on that, you shouldn't be doing that. I feel like you should
But
just
sometimes you have to
exit
do
the
this to
whole
get
night.
this. How else do
No,
you
I
get
know,
it?
I get that.
Osmosis?
Once you do that, it's over though.
no, you don't.
She
You
said
don't.
it. I can't.
So what's your answer, Freckles?
I just feel like so sexual acts, right? So let's just break down sexual acts, right? Because people go kissing or making out, right? People say, kiss this person or I made out with this person. And then I used to think made out was fucking, right? I don't know.
You jumped the gun.
What a jump.
You jumped the gun. We making out to the
your
pussy.
leg.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, so I feel like, I think,
I can see that if you kiss somebody's lower lip, right? You're making out with them, right? So
no, I mean mouth, but so I think as once you enter a woman, because once you enter a woman, I think that's part of the body count. I think because inserting something, you know what I'm saying?
if it's a bottle, it counts.
I said body.
I understand, but you say insertion.
I mean, a dildo is something.
I mean, I think
that
if you
definitely
went there
counts.
and it was just singularly that, maybe you could say, yeah, we fooled around. I wouldn't
Yeah,
say that's
like
a
fooled
full
around.
body
Makes-
count.
there you go.
But yeah, we had a moment.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Y'all see
It's
these
something where
fingers?
you have eye
Y'all
contact.
see
in
with
the
these long ass
streets,
fingers? We don't just mess around with these long ass fingers. So
You
what
see
I'm
that?
trying to say.
Tempt us right
So
now.
what you
She let y'all know.
She done gave y'all moves.
She
went
said
around,
she didn't just say. She's still saying. I'm just saying.
So what you saying is not
She's
gonna
giving you
happen.
everything right now. She went whoop, wop,
It's not gonna happen. So, but I think that once you insert a woman,
It counts.
yeah, I mean, yeah.
Brandi, this fingering count.
To a degree.
I like your fold around.
No, I said intimacy now. I said that counts
I like
as
your
intimacy.
fold
So Brandi,
Yeah.
No.
just not count.
Why not?
No.
So
because,
someone
like
can
I
finger
said,
your girlfriend and that's fine.
Huh?
Somebody fingers your girlfriend. That's fine because it doesn't count.
You come home and your girl's on the couch and somebody like, hey.
It doesn't count.
They just finger me.
No, but
It's just fingering, baby. What's the big deal?
no, but it's like you said, it falls under the messing around category, but it's not full fledged. Like it's like first, second base.
You can't catch nothing.
No.
You can't catch nothing.
No, that's a lie because if you with your
can't catch nothing,
girlfriend,
it don't count.
if you have a girlfriend, sometimes you may not do nothing but that.
Okay, but then you're not gonna be like, oh, we fucked so good last night.
All my girlfriend's doing, she can't be my girlfriend.
Sorry, no.
She has to lose the title of girlfriend.
Threw me. You lost me at that. I was like with you,
come on.
and then you lost me.
She can't. That's all she's doing. She can't be my girlfriend,
All
right?
that other shit. Ain't no just.
She's gonna be like, oh no,
You
you know, the finger was great.
I need to know what that mouth is. I need to know what that mouth is.
I'm sorry. Is that just me?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I'm doing a
No.
good damn job. Good damn
Fingering
job.
don't count. No,
It does
No, it don't.
Kaori, how do you feel?
I feel like we gotta. What's the circumstance? Like, is it?
There's no circumstance. Your fingers are in this bitch's vagina. What do you mean?
Oh, listen, no.
Do I need to tell you how old she
Everybody,
is?
okay.
What's the temperature outside?
We're all
Right.
we're all women. Everybody's a woman here, right? Take yourself back. Whatever you
How we
may
gonna
have
say we women are
used
gonna
to
take ourselves
do,
back?
what maybe not. Okay, just go back in time when you was younger. If you was making out, right, and some boy or even a girl, right, you got fingered, right? If you didn't, whatever. If you did.
So you did?
After you got this is hypothetical. After you got fingered,
You be like, oh shit.
you didn't walk away and say, "I'm not a virgin anymore." You know what I'm saying? Like,
What?
so you didn't really do nothing. Like it's
But you
not
did
count.
something.
It's like heterosexuals, right? Girl and the guy, right? And the guy comes home like, I ain't fuck her. I just got my dick sucked. It's the same shit. Like,
it's
you
not.
understand?
That's the same answer.
I feel like it's listen, fingers in a pussy, and the dick in your mouth. It's the same. That's not the same.
That's completely different. That's completely different. Because, okay, going back to
Yeah, I
my
guess
point.
you're right. That's completely different.
That's completely
I think
different.
I must renege. It's at least
No, going back to my
the
point.
ballpark. It's in the parking lot.
Freckles
A
said
dick in your mouth is not gonna make you come. A finger in your vagina will.
So listen.
But then it should count.
It counts.
What counts?
But listen.
She said a dick in
What the fuck we talking about? It count. What count? I
If
don't
you
know.
make me come, it counts.
Some people get head and don't come. Some people get head and don't come, so it don't count.
So let's take out the.
Yes, the last question was
So
on
let's
you.
do penis versus vagina, right? So you got things you do to a man.
No, we lesbians.
No, I get it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
But you
I don't know
you
nothing
compared
about
to
that. I don't
sex-
have an educated complicated response, man. Come on.
All right, fine. Let's hear the scenario. What's the scenario, Freckles?
Never mind.
Fuck y'all.
No, I just feel like a woman is insertion and a man is exterior. So it's just like it's still a part of being intimate.
But I kind of like the definition of a dick in your mouth is not going to come make you come like fingers in your vagina.
Exactly. Why doesn't it?
A dick in your mouth.
Because what she's doing is making the comparison that the guy is now the woman, so he is gonna come.
Right.
She wasn't saying the woman is still the woman.
Right.
You guys didn't get the comparison.
He's gonna
nut just like she's gonna nut.
Kaori, we're gonna answer the question.
Yes, I feel like
No, you had
it
it
is considered cheating. It is considered intimate, but I don't think it should go to your body count because you can't contract a sexually transmitted disease.
Yes, you can get herpes on your fingers. What are you talking about?
Yes, you can.
You
Yes,
can
you
get
can.
herpes on your fingers.
You get all kinds of bacteria
herpes
from
on
the
her
from the
fingers.
You
fingers.
get herpes on you.
You get herpes on
I've
everything.
never heard about a herpes finger.
You've never seen herpes?
Look at that Google.
Yeah.
I don't have time for your shenanigans right now because
I mean, I'm open. I'm open to learn.
I'm open. I just don't want to see the image when I Google it. I just
A herpes finger though?
Yeah.
herpes finger.
Herpes are pretty gross.
It's so much bacteria on the fingernails.
That is herpes on the finger. Just all
That shit just came out or something. What is that?
Herpes finger.
First off, I'm sorry. If somebody had nobody's finger like this is coming near my fucking vagina, that's not coming near your vagina.
Can you do a close up?
Are you letting anyone like that do that? There's no that finger.
Herpes finger. It's a real thing. It's a real
But that's
thing.
not coming near my vagina.
new shit.
First off, I look to see if you got.
That's that 2018.
If you got your nail beds, fingernail beds,
New
if they cut, they clean. What you doing? Did you wash your hands? I checked yours.
All right.
But I'm
So anyway, after 30 minutes of fingering and herpes fingers, we are now done with this episode. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you subscribe, watch it, share with a friend.
You didn't give your opinion.
Fuck my opinion. Y'all are crazy. And we're out. See you next time.
Peace.
Bye.